Hello everyone. So we will be talking about the measures substantial tendencies. Kapag meron po tayong set of data, kukunin po natin yung middle value. Ibig sabihin, kukunin po natin yung values na pwedeng mag-represent doon sa data natin. So we have three measures substantial tendencies. Ang pag-uusapan natin ay yung mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data. Itong word na to, ibig sabihin yung data natin is nakakalat. So, wala pa siyang somehow semblance of organization. So, we will start for the mean. Mean, it is the sum of all items or terms divided by the total number of items or terms. So, we have the symbol of for our mean is x na may bar sa taas, then this is equals to summation of x over n. Ang tawag sa symbol na to is sigma notation. Ibig sabihin, to add. So, yung i-add natin yung x natin, then our x is the terms. So, we simply put the summation of x para makuha natin yung terms nila is add natin lahat yung nasa isang data ng terms natin. So, and then itong n is the total number of terms. So, bibilangin lang natin kung ilan lahat yung nasa isang data. So, let's start for our simple example for the mean. So, we solve for the mean of the following ungrouped data. So, as you can see, hindi nakakalat pa yung data natin. So, hindi siya naka-organize. So, our symbol for the mean is x na may bar sa taas, and this is equals to summation of x over n. So, ang gagawin lang natin is i-add lang natin yung lahat ng values dito. So, we have 8, 7, 5, 9, and 8. So, para makuha natin yung isum nila is write down natin yung 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 9 plus 8 all over yung n natin is 5 kasi meron tayong 5 terms. Then, compute na natin yung x natin. So, 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 9 plus 8, and this is equals to 37. Then, yung denominator natin is 5. So, continue lang tayo sa computation. 37 divided by 5, and this is equals to 7.5. So, ito na yung sagot natin for the mean. So, let's have for another example. So, i-write down lang natin ulit yung symbol natin sa mean, which is x na may bar sa taas, and then equals to summation of x over n. Yan. So, write down natin yung kung ilan yung nasa data natin. So, we have 27. Ito, pagka marami tayong data or terms, marami tayong terms sa ating data, pwede natin siyang i-add ng naka-half para di tayo mahirapan sa pag-compute. So, we have 27 plus 15 plus 13 plus 39 plus 27. So, i-add muna natin sila first. So, ang sagot dito is 27 plus 55 plus 13 plus 39 plus 27, and this is equals to 121. So, itong first set pa natin to. So, may isang set pa tayo. 38 plus 45 plus 18 plus 25 plus 20. So, i-calculate natin. 38 plus 45 plus 18 plus 25 plus 20. This is equals to 146. 146. So, i-add natin yung dalawa para makuha na natin yung lahat ng terms natin. So, 121 plus 146, and this is equals to 292. 292 over our denominator is 10. So, compute natin ulit. 292 divided by 10, and this is equals to 29.2. So, ito na yung final answer natin for our mean. So, let's proceed for our second measure substantial tendency, which is the median of ungroup data. The median is the middle value in distribution. When the values are arranged in ascending or descending order, the median will be either the specific value or will end between two values. So, dito sa median, meron tayong dalawang cases na i-consider. So, meron dito tayong, so may add number of observation tayo. So, dito may given tayo na 8, 5, 3, 8, 9. So, as you can see, may 5 terms sila. So, applicable yung add number observation natin. So, when we talk about median, i-arrange lang natin sila from lowest to highest. So, let's start for the lowest term. So, we have 3. Then, the next one is 5. The next one is 8. And 9. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito para makuha natin yung middle value niya is write down natin yung formula, which is the x na may curl sa taas and over yung n is yung kung ilan yung data natin. So, we have 5 plus 1 over 2. So, dito kung ano yung sagot natin dito is ito yung mag-represent sa middle value ng median natin. So, we add this. 5 plus 1 is 6 over 2. Then, i-divide lang natin sila. And this is equals to 3. So, bibilangin natin yung given natin. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this is our median. Our median is 8. So, next is dito naman sa even number of observation. So, bago natin sila i-compute, i-arrange mo muna natin sila from lowest to highest. So, let's start from the first term natin. So, let's start for our first term, which is the 13. So, 13. And then, crush out natin sir, pwede tayo mahirapan and then 15, wash out ulit. Next is 18, and then 25, 20 pala, 20, and then 25, tapos 27, and then 38, 39. So, ito na yung arrangement from lowest to highest na terms natin. So, i-compute natin sila. So, let's have x na may current sa taas. Then, this is equals to 1/2 times, isa-substitute lang natin yung n, then this is 10 because the number of our terms is 10 over 2 plus our n is 10 again, and then over 2 plus 1. So, compute lang natin sila. So, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Plus this one, this 10 divided 2 is plus again, then is 5 again, then plus 1 is 6. So we have the order 5 plus 6. So let's count for our data. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ang 5 or yung fifth natin is 25 plus yung sixth term natin, ang sixth term naman natin is 27 over, so i-add lang natin yung dalawa, 25 plus 27 is 52. So ito na yung approximate answer natin for our median. So, punta naman tayo sa ating pangatlong measure substantial tendency of ungrouped data, which is the mode. So, itong mode, ito yung pinakamadali when it comes to ungrouped data. Kasi kapag sinabi nating mode, this is the value that appears most frequently in a data set. Ibig sabihin na kung ano yung pinakamadalas na lumabas na terms. So, our mode is represent as x na may current sa taas. So, may given tayo. So, i-arrange lang natin sila as from lowest to highest. So, we have 15, 15, 15, 25, 27, 28, 33, 35, 39, 44, and 49. So, as you can see, yung 33 natin is dalawa siyang term na nag-appear. So, ito na yung mode natin, which is 33.